Over the course of 1 year, from July of 2005 to July of 2006, Kyle MacDonald bartered his way from owning a single red paperclip to owning a house in Saskatchewan. This consisted of 14 trades that took place online, and he traded several different objects, ranging from doorknobs to snow globes to afternoons with Alice Cooper. While I don't think I'll be visiting any aging shock rock celebrities, I do want to see if it's possible for me to pull this off in Animal Crossing New Horizons, with the end goal of obtaining enough bells to buy and pay off a full house. If you've watched previous videos of mine, you'll know that a fully paid off house costs 6,196,000 bells. So, that amount of money will be the end goal for me, since that would be enough money to both build a house and upgrade it with the storage expansion. Only then can we call this challenge complete. A couple of rules to this challenge are in place by me for simplicity's sake. One is that all trades must happen on Nookazon. It's Animal Crossing's largest online trading service by far, so I'm hoping to find plenty of willing barterers on there. Second is that all trades must be items. I cannot trade villagers, services, or NPC visits. This is just to keep things simple, since these things don't really have a set price and are harder to keep track of. But that's all the groundwork laid out. Let's get to trading. There's no red paperclip in the game, so we'll have to settle for the next paper-based object, the paper tiger. Look, it's even kind of red, sort of. So my strategy is to look for people that are looking for a paper tiger, instead of just listing it into the sea of Nookazon trades, having it never be seen and then trying to list it again. If I actually seek out people looking for the paper tiger, I reckon I could strike a better deal. The average price that it sells for is 20,000 bells, or 2 Nook Miles tickets. I reckon since these people are specifically looking for a paper tiger, that they would be willing to pay a little bit more for it. So let's hit someone up with an offer to trade it for 3 Nook Miles tickets. Okay, so I've come to the shocking realization that literally nobody wants a paper tiger. The last request for one was a couple of days ago, and I made an offer for 3 Nook Miles tickets with no response. To maximize my odds of trading this thing, I also made a listing for it, but that's been drowned out by the thousands of other people looking to get rid of their extra junk. So instead of asking for 3 Nook Miles tickets, I'm gonna repost my listing down to 2 and see if anyone takes that. And sure enough, someone did. I struck a deal with someone for 2 Nook Miles tickets, and I feel like that's critical to get the first trade done. Because with these 2 tickets, that opens up a world of things that you can do with Nook Miles tickets, as they're basically the currency for everything on Nookazon. Yo, dude, they even threw in an extra one! Thank you, that'll help me so much. Thank you, you've probably helped me more than I could ever ask for. So our current holdings are now 3 Nook Miles tickets. We could either put all 3 into 1 item, or trade for 3 items at 1 ticket each. Let me scout the offers and see what I think would be best. So this caught my eye. It's a DIY for a moon item. Its normal price is 10 tickets, but maybe somebody would be willing to settle for 3. I'm not sure. I'll probably get laughed out of the building for this offer. And yeah, sure enough, denied for being too low. People are very adamant about not overpaying or underselling on Nookazon, so this is going to be really tough to do, but I'm going to stick with it. I need to find people who are a little more, let's say, loosey-goosey with how low they'll go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make offers on a bunch of stuff and see if any of them go well. I'll let you know if I manage to strike a deal. Of course, if I don't, then you wouldn't be watching this video right now, so I'll succeed eventually. Lobo's poster, boom, 3 Nook Miles tickets. Bean tossing kit, I want it. Animal nose, yes ma'am. I would very much endeavor to fairly barter for your Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch. Let's go, the ACNH Switch offer was accepted. The average price for it is 4 Nook Miles tickets, so it's really not that much of a profit, but I'll take it, baby. It's something. Me, from Star, thank you so much. You're a legend. Here you go, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone from a paper tiger to an ACNH Nintendo Switch. That in itself feels like an accomplishment to me. But we're far from done, I assure you. Now, I think our best move is to list our ACNH Nintendo Switch and leave offers up to the people that want one. That way I can let a good deal come to me. I'll also seek out people that want an ACNH Switch as well, in case it takes a while for an offer to arrive. I found someone that was offering a Pompompurin Chair and threw my ACNH Switch up for a 1-to-1 trade, and I actually didn't get rejected. Let's go. This thing normally sells for 9 Nook Miles tickets or 99,000 bells, so we're actually making progress. Let me in! Let me in! So it's a 1-for-1 trade, an ACNH Nintendo Switch for a chair with an anus on the back. Seems like a fine deal to me. Thank you so much, Maman. Yes, I think that's how you say your name. You will go down as one of the all-time greats. That's 3 trades done now, and this is starting to feel more doable. The Sanrio stuff is all pretty highly valued items, considering how hard they are to get. I reckon I won't have too much of a hard time finding somebody who wants this chair. The real question is whether or not I can get a good deal for it, so the journey continues. I could totally trade for this paper tiger and undo all of my progress, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So this person has an offer up for Apollo's photo. They're accepting items from their wish list in trade, and one of those items happens to be a Pompompurin Chair. So I'm not saying I'm about to make the deal of a century, but Apollo's photo and many photos in this game sell for an obscene amount of both Nook Miles tickets and bells. So this would be amazing if they accepted the trade offer. Kind of doubt it though, they probably want more. My offer was, sadly, too low. Not unexpected, but slightly disappointing. Moving on. I actually found someone else seeking out a Pompompurin Chair, and I'm gonna make an offer to them and see if they would like to trade it for some real artwork. The reason why I'm specifically asking for real artwork is because it usually sells for a good amount of either bells or Nook Miles tickets. I mean, there's always people that need to fill their art section of their museum. And it's always possible that they have some extra real artwork laying around that they've already donated, so I'm gonna shoot my shot, so to speak. They said that they'll accept 9 Nook Miles tickets for it, which is the average market value for a Pompompurin Chair. I'd like more, but even getting to trade this chair in for tickets is good because, again, that's a lot of purchasing power on Nookazon. So I'm gonna visit their island and trade the chair for 9 tickets, and we'll see what we can do with those beauties. Ooh, I like this little trading setup they got going on. That's nice. Here you go, and thank you very much. You know, trading on Nookazon always kind of scared me. People are really intense sometimes about trading virtual items, but luckily, everyone I've interacted with so far has been super nice. So I'm now in possession of 9 Nook Miles tickets, and again, I'm in the fortunate position of being able to either trade all 9 of these tickets for something big, or distribute the tickets across multiple items. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet, so let's look for some more deals. So I actually did manage to swindle some real artwork, a genuine common painting. It normally sells for 10 tickets, and this person accepted my offer of 9, so that was nice of them. I'm hoping that I can offload this pretty quickly, as I'm imagining a lot of people might need this piece for their museum. There is always the concern, however, that I could end up with a forgery when trading artwork online. Not the case with this one, though, as it is always genuine. Welcome, Kate from Bellhaven. You know, with a name like that, it might give some insight as to why you accepted a bit of a lowball offer, because you're probably loaded with resources already. Trade is going smoothly, and boom, making slow but notable progress, which I am happy with. I'm not looking to make the trade of the century, but rather whittle my way up to my ultimate goal. Now, to list this sucker and see if anyone bites. And as always, I'll also offer it up for trade for something that might be profitable. I found this person who was looking for a genuine common painting, and they're asking me what I want in exchange for it, so the ball is in my court. The statues tend to be very in demand, whether they're real or fake, so I'm gonna tell them that either statues or Nook Miles tickets, because I think that either one of those I could sell very easily. Okay, so they don't have any statues, and this painting is only worth an average of 10 Nook Miles tickets, so let's see how much they're willing to trade for. offer. I'm gonna leave it up to them to tell me what they think is fair. I'll accept 10 or more tickets. Okay, so they offered 10, which is about what you'd expect from the painting. I was hoping they would say more, but then again, I didn't ask for more, so it's hard to complain, really. I think I should make better use of these Nook Miles tickets this time. I feel like I didn't spend my 9 very wisely last time, as that common painting was actually harder to deal than I thought. So I got a really good deal made. I'm trading my 10 Nook Miles tickets for an Emperor Butterfly model, which might sound like a crap deal, but these things go for 18 Nook Miles tickets. And it seems like a lot of people are in need of these models, so I reckon I could get rid of this pretty quickly for maybe 20 tickets, which would be double what I'm trading it for. I guess they're doing another trade. I can only imagine that's why there's 2 people here. Regardless, this went smoothly, and I'm turning a nice profit here, I think. So this is the product of my hard work so far. We've gone from a paper tiger worth 2 tickets to an Emperor Butterfly model worth 18. We're far from done though, but it feels like I'm actually getting close to being able to barter for some of the high value items, like a villager's photo or something like that. Once we get there, who knows how much we can offer up one of those for. My listed Emperor Butterfly model has been up for a few hours, and I went to go stream, cough cough, subtle plug, and someone offered me 30 tickets for the model. Here's a list of all the offers I got for it, and dude, I think that bug models are going to be crucial to completing this challenge. People go crazy over these things. Needless to say, I'm accepting that offer. They made it like 20 minutes ago, so hopefully they're still interested. Let's go, they got back to me. This is amazing. This is probably the best value I've gotten for a trade yet. I've made small profits, like 1, 2, maybe 5 ticket profits on some stuff that I sold, but this is 12 more tickets than the average selling price on Nookazon. Thank you, my very handsome, sweet person. I will cherish you forever. And so, the culmination of my spoils. 30 Nook Miles tickets. This is some serious spending power. I feel as though there's not much left on Nookazon that I can't afford at this point. I'd say villager photos are still a little out of reach, but not far off. Heck, if someone's got a lot of extra ones that they're willing to sell, who knows? Maybe they'll take 30 tickets for them. We'll see though. Let's keep going. So looking at the average price for one Nook Miles ticket, they sell for an average of 80,000 bells each. That means with our 30, we could realistically look to sell them for 2.4 million bells. Remember, our end goal is 6,196,000 bells for all of our loan payments, so I think that getting maybe 80 or so tickets would be enough to put us over the top. Just to give you a sense of how close, and yet how far away we still are. Anyway, back to shopping. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord of Animal Crossing Trading has logged on. This is a deal I struck with somebody for 30 Nook Miles tickets in exchange for a fake Gallant Statue. The one with the butt, by the way. Seems like kind of a bad deal for something that's fake, but it looks to me like both the real and fake variants of this statue sell for 50 tickets each. So I'm getting a 40% discount on this thing, essentially. And if I can sell it at market value, or dare I say more than market value, I'll be very close to where I need to be. They're dropping me some extra gifts? That's really not necessary, because I already kind of feel like I'm ripping them off, but appreciated nonetheless. Now, this raises the legitimacy of this challenge if these gifts were to have obscenely expensive things inside, to where it would make the rest of this journey a cakewalk. So let's see what's inside of these goodie bags and go from there in whether or not we want to use them to trade. Gift number 1 is a multi-purpose vest. Okay, I don't really think that that's too much of a feather in our cap. Number 2 is a paw print door plate DIY recipe. I don't really think that these things are going to necessarily be the game breakers that I thought that they might be. But since they were acquired fairly in trade, I will list them and count whatever profits I make off of them towards my goal. But to be honest, I'll probably just offer them for like 1 ticket each because they're really not worth very much. Regardless though, we got our statue. Now let's list it and see who wants it. So this is interesting. I got an offer for the Gallant Statue for 20 Nook Miles tickets, and I obviously didn't want to accept that, so I counter-offered 50 tickets, and they actually took it. I'm surprised they took it, considering how much more I was asking than they were offering, but they did. Is not a big profit, considering 50 is the market value of this statue, but converting a statue into much more usable Nook Miles tickets is well worth it. Look at that, all nice and laid out for me. How nice of them. Here's your statue, and thank you so much for your contributions towards YouTube content. We're up to 50 Nook Miles tickets now. We're so close. I might even be able to offer these 50 tickets for the bell amount that I'm looking for. People pay out of the you-know-what for these things, so I might be able to swing it. If not, we'll be able to look for something else of equal value, like a villager photo or something. I might even be able to get a Judy or a Raymond photo at this point, which would probably mark the end of this challenge, considering how much people want those things. I found an offer for a Pagoda that's selling for 40 tickets, and average selling price of that is 45 tickets, so it's not much of a steal, but it's hard to turn my nose up at. Hopefully we can resell it for higher as well, plus we have 10 tickets left over for spending too, so we're not putting all of our proverbial eggs into one Pagoda. Again, every single person I've traded with has been easy, quick, and very nice. I was skeptical that I would enjoy the process of buying and selling things on this website, but it's not a bad time at all. So just to update you with our current holdings, we have a Pagoda and 10 tickets. Let's put the Pagoda back up for sale and see if we can get, I don't know, 60 or more tickets from it. With my other 10 tickets, I managed to get an elaborate kimono stand, which is actually a pretty sought-after item. I reckon I can have no issue getting rid of this. It sells for 10 on average. I bought it for 10, so at worst, I'm breaking even, which is perfectly fine by me. Ooh, she also dropped me an extra goodie. Let's see what that is. 10 white pumpkins, I'll see what I can do with that. Regardless, all of our 50 Nook Miles are now in the form of a Pagoda and an elaborate kimono stand. Let's throw some offers out for them. So I got someone who is willing to buy my kimono stand for 1 million bells and 10 Nook Miles tickets. That's crazy because the item is normally only worth either 300,000 bells or 10 Nook Miles tickets. So not only am I getting the market value with Nook Miles tickets, I'm getting a bunch of extra bells too. So I'm counting them bell stacks, and that actually looks like you dropped 11 stacks and extra tickets too. Is this legal? Thank you so much. You're an actual legend. Remember that. So let's count our haul from that in total, as it's easy to lose track. Oh, okay, so the extra bell stack is actually another 10,000 because the bells only stack to 99,000. I see. And the extra stack of tickets is only 3, but I'll certainly take that. Crazy to think about, but all of this from a paper tiger. I think now we're set to finish the challenge. With 1 million bells laying here, I only need another 5,196,000. And with 13 tickets and a Pagoda, I think we can do that. So, let's get this done. I'm going to offer up the Pagoda for 60 tickets, go to bed, and hopefully wake up tomorrow to somebody who wants to take that offer. So, it's the next morning for me, and someone did offer 60 tickets for the Pagoda, bringing our total amount to 73 tickets and 1 million bells. I think after I get these tickets, I can sell them to cover the remaining cost of my debt. We would need 5,196,000 after we manage to sell that kimono stand for the first million. And considering the fact that a Nook Miles ticket averages 80,000 bells per ticket on Nookazon, if you recall, it should be realistic to expect that somebody would be willing to spend 5.1 million on 73 Nook Miles tickets. And they're on the way. Don't Google that island name, please, I beg of you. Pico, darling, please step aside. The art of the deal is happening here. Wait, they offered 60? That's only 50. Oh, it's behind the thing. Oh, thank God. I thought I just got scammed. So if you count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 73 Nook Miles tickets. And at 80,000 each, that's 5.84 million bells worth of tickets there. And on top of what we have already, that passes our 6,196,000 bell threshold. Let's offer up these tickets for 5,200,000 and see if anyone wants them. That's the end of the road. It's over. This person put a listing for Nook Miles tickets. I offered up my 73 to them, and they accepted. And I am, as far as I'm concerned, done with this challenge once this trade is over. It'll be kind of a pain since I'll have to make 2 trips to carry home this many bells, but it'll all be worth it. This feels nice. And 73 tickets for you. Thank you so much. It's been tempting to tell the people that I do these trades with what I'm doing exactly in regards to this challenge. I wonder if this person would think that it's cool that they're the light at the end of the tunnel for this challenge. I want to take time while I'm on my second trip to pick up the rest of my bells to thank the people that I traded with. I doubt any of them will watch this video, but I genuinely enjoyed trading on Nookazon. I always thought that putting offers up for stuff was going to be like hyenas around a rotting husk. In reality, though, everyone was super cool. I never felt pressured or worried about getting scammed or anything. I acknowledge that it happens, but if you're worried about the possibility of it happening, then I would say give it a try. You might be pleasantly surprised, just as I was. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And along the pathway here is 6.2 million bells on the dot. We also picked up some extra stuff from goodie bags along the way that I never managed to sell. And all of this was started with one stupid paper tiger. Through a series of 15 trades, we bartered up to having enough money to pay off every single home loan in the game. I already paid off my house on this save file since it's my main one, but the point still stands that it is totally possible to essentially turn one paper-based item into a house, just as Kyle MacDonald did years ago. This took me over 2 days of trading and pretty religiously browsing Nookazon with a keen eye for good details. So I didn't say it was easy, but certainly something that you guys can try to do as well. If you do, let me know how it goes for you. But thank you so much for watching. I feel as though this is probably my most creative video that I've made, well, not probably, definitely the one that I've devoted the most time to making as well. Which is a lot to say, considering I made a video where I had my villagers fund a bridge and pay off my debts without selling anything, so please share the video around, give it a like, and follow me on Twitch for Animal Crossing content on a near-daily basis. I'm live 6 days a week at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'd love to see you there. Leave some ideas for future Animal Crossing challenge videos in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys for the next challenge.